You know, there's one thing I know. I am not in South Carolina anymore. It is cold here, and I have been campaigning here for 11 months. And I would say back in October and November and December, I'm like, it's cold. And everybody was like, no, it's mild. And I'm like, no, it's really cold. I get it now. We have a country to save. And right now, we've got a country in disarray and a world on fire. And you are 4 days away from voting in the caucus. And what I can tell you is this is very sobering for me. Because 6 months ago, I dropped my husband, who's a combat veteran from Afghanistan, that served in Afghanistan. I dropped him off at 4 a.m. for another year-long deployment. And I watched him and 230 soldiers pick up their 2 duffel bags of belongings to go to a country they'd never been, all in the name of protecting America. They're willing to sacrifice their lives and their families because they still believe in this amazing experiment that is America. So if they're willing to sacrifice for us there, shouldn't we be willing to fight for America here? Because we have a country to save. But in order to do that, we've got to acknowledge some hard truths. Republicans have lost the last 7 out of 8 popular votes for president. That's nothing to be proud of. We should want to win the majority of Americans. But the only way we're going to do that is if we elect a new generational leader that leaves the negativity and the baggage behind and focuses on the future and the solutions going forward. And we have to also look at the fact that we can't have another nail-biter of an election. We cannot afford a President Kamala Harris. That should send a chill up everybody's spine. And if you look at the polls, head to head, look at any of them. Ron doesn't defeat Biden. Trump is head to head with Biden. On a good day, he might be up by 2. In every one of those polls, I defeat Biden by double digits. Don't complain about what happens in a general election if you don't play in this caucus. It matters. Now, I have seen the commercials that you see. And I know y'all are ready to get the commercials to go away and the text messages to go away and the mail to go away. And you got 4 more days and then it will be quiet. Look, it's silly season. But I have been a double-digit I took a double-digit unemployment state and turned it into an economic powerhouse as governor of South Carolina. I was at the UN and I dealt with Russia, China, and Iran every day. I know what it means to put them on their heels, and I know what it means to make America strong. We can do this. The reason I'm running is because my parents came here 50 years ago to an America that was strong and proud and full of possibilities. I want them to know that country again. We do have a country to save. But I'll promise you this. If you join with me in this movement, if you join with me in this fight, I promise you that our best days are yet to come.
Capture pipelines have operated safely in the United States for decades. And technology like the Wolf